Good afternoon, everyone. PA Figs here. So it is mid-October here, actually late October. It's almost the 20th of October, and the weather has just been phenomenal. This is probably the best Indian summer that I can remember. And the figs, while they're not ripening perfectly, I mean, it's end of October and we're getting figs. It's crazy. So take what you can get. I'm having a lot of splitting figs. Because it has been getting colder at night, but we haven't had a frost yet. I mean, just look at the leaves. I mean, they're still green and holding on, and in some cases even growth still. And I don't even know what I just picked. I just came over and grabbed a fig here, and for the life of me, I can't remember what this tree is. There should be a tag here somewhere. This is my Black Madeira JFE. So if you remember correctly, a couple years ago, Just Fruits and Exotics were selling a Black Madeira for super cheap. The lineage did not look correct. They sent me the wrong one at first, and it definitely wasn't Black Madeira. I don't think this is Black Madeira either. It's similar, but the fruit, to me, just doesn't look anything like Black Madeira. Let's see what the taste is, because Black Madeira does have that distinguishing taste. It's good. I mean, it's close, but I haven't seen anything yet that tells me for sure it is. So I'm just calling it my JFE Black Madeira. And what it truly is, who knows? But I'll keep reviewing it as the years go on here. Fisher, you want a fig? Here you go, buddy. Fisher loves his figs. But yeah, I mean, this might be the first year, and for as long as I can remember, that almost all of my figs on the trees have ripened. I'm not counting some of these that, never really had a shot because they developed early. But Improved Celeste, completely done. Black Madeira, almost completely done. Got a couple figs left on it, and again, these ones never had a shot. They developed real late. I should have pinched them off and just never got around to it. Geez, I gotta start labeling my trees better. I can't even remember what some of these are. This is my Barnasote. It's completely done. Looks like I missed a fig on here. Just seeing it now. This is my Unknown. Not sure what it was, but producing nice big figs that birds and insects have mostly enjoyed. Let me give this to the girls. Come here, girls. Here you go. Fig for you. All right, but yeah, we've had 80-degree weather in October. It's been unbelievable. And the figs, again, they're not ripening like they do when it's 90 degrees out, where you get the nice figs that dry on the tree. But I mean, just look at some of these figs. This is not Prosciutto Nero. Oh, it is Prosciutto Nero. Should be able to tell by the fig shape. It wasn't quite ready to pick, but it looks like something got to it, so I wanted to check it out. Boy, does that look good, though. You can see the honey just seeping out of there. Oh, like I'm getting latex all over me. Again, you don't want to get that latex on you and then have the sun hit your skin. That will burn. So I need to go in and wash my hands, get that off. But I do want to check this out. Look at the fig jam on top here. Let me just take a bite. I've got fig sap all over it that I have to try to avoid. Somebody asked me about Prosciutto Nero. It's a great fig. It lacks the flavor of like a Black Madeira or Calderona de Minor, but it produces just a beautiful fig, and a lot of them. So it's definitely a fig to have. Fisher buddy, this has sap on it, so let me cut off a piece for you. There you go, bud. Let's give the rest to your sisters over there. Okay, we'll continue our walk through. Green Madeira. Pretty much, this might be the last fig that I missed. That's spoiled. So you can see a lot of the figs are splitting due to the large temperature fluctuations. The figs really don't like that. I believe this is a Colidam. That one's almost ripe. But, a lot of these fig trees are completely done. And I didn't even realize I had figs coming up on my Texas honey over here. But ended up being a great end of the season. I mean, really just spectacular. And for some reason, this is my Black Madeira UC Davis, and just really late on producing figs. But I did get a come. Look at the size of that hornet. Holy smokes. So yeah, I mean, a great end of the season. And, for a season that was so rainy and put us so far behind, it's just it's been nice to have some warm weather and get a few extra figs out of it this year. Let me show you the greenhouse too. So every year I say I'm going to take better care of the greenhouse in the summer and not grow things in it. And every year I end up leaving trees in here that get out of control, and the fruit ripens. You can't smell it, but I'll tell you what, it smells like rotten fruit in here because I left this Bordeaux Negra in here, and as you can tell, it's getting ripe fruit, and the fruit flies are just loving this greenhouse environment. So, one of these days, I'll learn my lesson, but it apparently will not be today. So anyway, I hope you guys are all enjoying the season. It's been a beautiful end to it here in Pennsylvania. Hopefully I'll have a couple more fig videos as we get ready to move things into the garage here over the next month. And it's almost cutting season, although I usually like to wait for these trees to go dormant before I take cuttings. Just limits the sap flow and I think makes better cuttings. But you can see there's not a lot of green growth on the trees anymore. And that's one of the important things when you're taking cuttings is you don't want to take cuttings if, it's all green growth. But this is all lignified, it's brown wood, and it's, perfectly fine to take cuttings with. So I hope your season is finishing off as well as mine. We are going to get colder weather next week. And, fig season is beginning to wrap up. All right, take care, everybody.